Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something a little bit different. I have a story to tell you about a company that I had a really bad experience with, and I don't want anyone else to get caught out by them, so I thought I would share my story. Okay, so this company, I'm not really sure what the company is called because it was different to the products that they were selling, but the products that they were selling were by a brand called Obey Your Body, and they do skincare and nails and stuff like that. And basically what happened was I was in Peterborough last December, just before Christmas, with my friend Cheryl, and we were just walking along talking, and then this guy sort of interrupted us, stood in front of us and basically said, oh, do you want to try these treatments? So we were like, okay, we'll try these treatments, there's nothing wrong with that. And he tried it, and you know how you feel like when you feel like you have to do something when you don't really want to? That was kind of what it was like. So we went along with it. We weren't really happy about it because, you know, we would rather have just moved on, gone into a different shop, or just carried on talking about whatever we were talking about. So we did these treatments and he was explaining how good they are, and I was like, yeah, they're great. To be perfectly honest, I didn't notice any difference. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't even remember what he used. Some hand gel and some scrub, I think, and some nail treatment thing, like a buffing thing. But I didn't really notice that a big difference, but I was like to my friend, oh, look how amazing this is. Yeah, and then obviously after that it came to the, do you want to buy any? And I said I can't afford it, which was true, I couldn't. And he was saying, oh, I can do the special discount for you, and he got it down to like a really low price. I can't remember exactly because it was 8 months ago. I think it was around sort of £10 to £20, something sort of reasonable. And he was so yeah, I said yeah, okay. And then as soon as I said yes to that, he was like, oh, well, we can do 2 for this price or 3 for this price. And he was like forcing me. And again, I said yes, because I felt like I didn't have a choice. So I got these 3 nail kits for something ridiculous, like £125, which is ridiculous. And I know I should have said no. And afterwards, I regretted it instantly afterwards. And Cheryl was like, I wish I could have said something. But because both of us have anxiety, it's not easy to say to someone because you never know how they're going to react. So I went along with it. And yeah. So I brought these, and then he was like, oh, we have this body lotion, we have this body scrub. And then he said, why don't you get it for your mum? And I'd mentioned that my mum was currently recovering from a serious accident. And he basically then told me a sob story about his family, which I've come to realise probably wasn't true. He just used that to connect with me and convince me to buy more. But yeah, he basically used the really difficult time that I was going through against me to get me to spend more money. So reluctantly I did. In total, I think I spent about £250 on this little stall in the middle of Queensgate Shopping Centre in Peterborough. And I literally, I was so close to tears afterwards. Like, I went to Cheryl, why did I do that? I don't have the money to cover this. Well, I mean, I did have the money, but I had so many other Christmas presents to buy. You know, my mum isn't someone who's into like body scrubs and things, but the way he was with me was so like forceful, and he used that really difficult time against me, as I said, and with my anxiety I was too scared to say no, so I said yes. First mistake. So I had all this stuff that I wasn't going to use. I didn't use for a while because I was just so like annoyed at myself, frustrated and upset that I had like fallen for it, I suppose. So a few days later I received a letter through the post saying that I had gone overdrawn. Now even before, even I had enough money to cover the £250 and I hadn't spent anything else because I couldn't. I didn't have the money because of this thing, so I couldn't. And I didn't, and I'd been really careful because I knew that I didn't want to go overdrawn. And then I got a letter saying that I had, so I checked my bank. This company had taken another £200 from my account. So I was literally, I was home, I didn't want to tell my mum because obviously she was recovering from major surgery and other things, and so I didn't tell her. I literally cried for like an hour, and then the next day I went into my bank. I explained the situation to them. Be quiet, boss. Come here. Come on. If you're not going to come and sit up here, then be quiet. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I went into my bank the next day and I just explained the situation. I explained how the guy sort of convinced me to buy this stuff, and they were really lovely. Like, I got really emotional because obviously I explained about my mum and everything, and I just said, because obviously she couldn't work, so I was helping her out and stuff, and then yeah, so I went to so my bank sorted it all out, and they said don't worry about the charges, given the circumstances and what happened, we'll write them off for you, which I'm so grateful for. And yeah, so £450 was practically stolen from me from this company, and I wasn't going to make this video because I thought they'd disappeared off the face of the planet. I'd been back to Queensgate a few times, didn't see them or anything, and then I went there last week and I did see them, and that is why I was like, okay, because I'm pretty sure that the guy who conned me was there. I'm pretty sure it was definitely the same products, and I couldn't deal with it. And honestly, to be honest, for the price I paid, the products weren't any good anyway. The hand lotion just makes my hand feel like it's been sat in oil for 3 hours. I can't use it, it's just awful. The body scrub was literally just really big granules of salt and oil, and instead of exfoliating my legs, it just absolutely sliced and scratched them to pieces. And the facial wash, can't get it out of the tube. So it's just not worth it, to be honest. So if you do see them and they do try and get you to buy something, I mean, I'm not saying don't go for it if that's your thing, but personally I will avoid them at all costs, because not only did they make you pay extortionate prices, I mean the prices weren't labelled anywhere anyway, so for all I know they could be worth like a £5 and they've just absolutely conned me for so much more. But that's not, I could kind of deal with that. It's the fact that they also took another £200 without my consent afterwards. That is the bit that scared me the most. So yeah, just be really, really careful when you're out. And honestly, if you see anyone trying to sell Obey Your Body products, to avoid them. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope this has been a little bit helpful for you, and I hope that you don't get stung like I do. And I'm just so grateful that I have an amazing bank who really helped me. So yeah, I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.